How much influence does India have over the world? Maps again, sir. Maps. Here's the map of India. You can see the whole of India and you can see its neighbors. Let's forget about the world for now. Yeah. Let's take a look at India's neighboring countries. Pakistan. We always start with Pakistan because until now, foreign affairs meant Pakistan. So how much influence does India have in Pakistan? The answer is zero. Afghanistan. How much influence does India have in Afghanistan? It's almost zero now. It's getting over. Tajikistan. I mean, we don't even know that Tajikistan exists, by the way. So zero influence there. Tibet, our neighboring country, which is now part of China. What's the influence of India today there? Zero. Nepal. Well, India has a land border with Nepal. India has an open border with Nepal. So India does have a great deal of soft power in Nepal. But if you ask today, who has more sway in Nepal, India or China? The answer is increasingly China. How much influence does India have in Bhutan today? Is India able to protect Bhutan from Chinese land grabs? No. No. So the influence is waning. How much influence does India have on Bangladesh? Bangladesh is basically taking over India right now through illegal immigration. Right? There are millions of Bangladeshis all across India. So I would say that there is more Bangladeshi influence in India than there is Indian influence in Bangladesh. When it comes to Myanmar, does India even know that Myanmar exists? Does India have any say in what happens in Myanmar? No. So India's influence is close to zero. Other countries, Thailand, which is very close to India, it's about 250 kilometers away from the Andaman Islands. Do Indians even know that Thailand is a neighboring country of India? No. So India's influence is close to zero there. Indonesia. Indonesia is just a stone throws away from India. It's a neighboring country. Nobody in India even knows this. So India's influence in Indonesia is zero, unfortunately. Sri Lanka. They're still killing our fishermen, aren't they? And capturing our fishermen, jailing our fishermen. Does India have much influence there? India does have a great deal of influence compared to other countries in Sri Lanka, yes. I think things are better nowadays. So yeah, India has some influence in Sri Lanka. Let's give it that. And the Maldives, well, I don't know what influence India has in the Maldives. So even if you look at India's near abroad, the countries that should be part of the Indian subcontinent that are geographically part of the Indian subcontinent, India has very little influence there, despite being such a large and powerful country. So if India has so little influence here, what influence does India have over the world? Tell me. I think that answers your question. As things stand today, India has singularly failed to develop any form of leverage or influence of any kind worldwide. India in the past 70 years has been an insular, inward-looking country. We have spoken about look east. We looked east, nothing happened. Recently, we have spoken about acting east, act east. I'm sorry, what acting east have we done? So India just talks. India is great with slogans, but India's leadership, India's politicians basically are unable or unwilling to leverage India's incredible strength and potential in creating influence networks worldwide. There is a skill, there is an art and a science to creating influence networks. Influence is about networks. Power is about networks, right? And that's what politicians are naturally good at. And yet, in the case of the national interest, they haven't taken the time to develop these networks. So, to answer your question in short, India has very little influence over the world. Very little.